in the red, Sammy Sasso in the blue. World Team Trials match number 2, 70 kilos. Sasso into a front headlock. He won the first. Check it. He got the lead big in the first match. Lee came back.
Trying to load up that backside head pinch.
Lee with the gutsy finish.
That's going to be downed opponent, and you wonder if you go back and they're like, hey, let's not go out too hot this time. Let's sit back a little bit. Let's pick our spots, or do you just
need to score
full send,
right? Yeah. It was all.
Or just hey, go out, build your lead, and then just be smarter about closing out the match.
Yep.
You know what takes place in that warm-up room between these great wrestling minds? I would like to just hear a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? We can make our assumptions out here.
And we're going to see our first passivity. It's going to be against Brayton Lee. 45 seconds in. And I see blood on him.
And both of these guys' faces are pretty mangled.
I was going to say, is that blood? Or is that blood from the ear on the forehead, ear of Lee on the forehead of Sasso, or Sasso's forehead? And they're wrestling through the position.
A little chop and a straight single to the what was a lead leg of Brayton Lee, and I think that's Brayton Lee's blood on Sammy Sasso's head.
I do too.
It's a war, Bader.
It is a war.
It's a war. And I set the over-under on Becker, Coach Becker smiling at 1, but I've already made him smile once.
Or
the whole weekend. The whole weekend. But I've already.
So he got cut. Brayton did in match number 1. So this is the first match. He was looking to go. I think he was trying to go shuck, the front headlock. And then Sasso is like, oh my! It seemed like he was going to try to set up a shuck. And somewhere right in here, the ear got busted up as they came up out of that little sequence. So that's kind of how that cut happened. They wrapped it up. Actually, not initially. They stopped the bleeding or put a Band-Aid over it initially, and then they went back out there and it got cut again. You see it.
They should just use red tape so we can't tell and we can just wrestle through it.
Oh, no, it was white tape to start with.
I got maroon tape, kind of hiding it.
Gable wrap. And I said this in the last match. Sasso could have used this halfway. This break right here, he could have used this halfway through period number 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not as much to catch your breath, just to get like 20 seconds.
Just reset. Just
reset.
Let Tervel get in your ear and just give you a little nugget of something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we grossly underestimate how many of these amazing wrestling minds we got, you know, and I know Tervel's one of those ones that's at top of a lot of people's lists. But you got guys that have been there, done that at an extremely high level, getting in these guys' ears. They could just give them one little piece of advice or knowledge or adjustment, change the outcome of one of these high-level matches.
Back to it. 1 minute down, first period, no score. Lee and Sasso. Lee's been dinged for passivity. Nobody on the clock yet.
And Brayton Lee pairing the head to both sides.
Both guys hit now.
Equal opportunity offenders.
So you're going to have to figure out in the next 20, 30 seconds. You got to hit somebody if nobody scores. I'm trying to think, who am I going to hit here?
Yeah, 2-minute mark. They got to put somebody on the clock if it's 0-0.
I mean, even little things like that, a little dart at him, does that count? You go on the other guy now?
I've seen it called so many different ways. Sasso going front side duck off the elbow. And shut down by Lee.
I think that frontside duck got Lee put on the clock.
Maybe so. Maybe so. And again, we're seeing a closer match. Second time around. Adjustments being made. Plus, you also got some of those mistakes in the back of your mind that you made in the first match. You're trying to adjust as well.
Ten seconds.
We're going to look and see if Sasso just hangs back and takes the point. And clock ticking down, and that's going to be a point for Sasso.
And he immediately is going to attack and score his own. Actually, it was Sasso attacking.
And Lee re-attacked. Ooh, got that foot outside the knee. Tried to trap it up for his gut. They're going to get stood back up. 2-1 now for Brayton Lee. 20 seconds left in the first period. This is bout 2 of 3 if it gets forced.
And again, it was Sasso attacking, Lee defending, countering, and coming on top for 2 with 10 seconds to go. Great score at the end of the first period for Brayton Lee. He takes a 3-point lead into halftime, and he was down last time at halftime, so I'm really interested to see how this second period shakes out.
Yeah, you just keep Sasso calm, and here's that first re-attack there from Lee. And here's that second one again. Sasso dropping in, but again, he's dropping in. He's getting caught on both knees. Lee's just head position, hands down. His feet are set, and that's the key there. Just keeping your feet set in an athletic position, ready to defend or attack at all times. You know, that's the game they're playing right now. If Sasso's going to penetrate, he's either going to have to come up and readjust if he gets shut down, or he's got to be in a good athletic position to make sure if Lee's trying to run a corner. And here we go back to action, second period. 3-point deficit for Sasso. Looking for low-level attack there, and the head position of Lee is just, man, it's like a wall right now.
Yeah, tough to get through.
Charging forward here.
He's
leading with the head. He's leading with his dome, that's for sure. And if you're Sammy, do you stay in there and battle with him in the hand fight right now, or do you try to wrestle outside the tie, get him to come to you, and then try to get slick there? As you know, Sasso's got the tools.
And there he goes. This is how he was attacking in the second period last time. He's pulling the head down, pulling the head down, pulling the head down, running corner in his very similar position.
Sasso doing the splits. Just overwhelming.
And it's just that pace, furious pace. We still got 2 minutes to go. Brayton Lee, it's got some kind of, his heart's not real. It can just go, it's a machine. It's got a motor running in. It's got gasoline, runs on diesel.
And I touched on that yesterday, man. What a better room for that type of style of wrestling to fit in.
Excuse me, Sasso in position. He's got a double leg out the back door. He has the hands locked, trying to split the legs. Ends up on a single, and Lee again sprawls out. Lee gets the ankle, and it comes around. Brayton Lee just too much.
It's the best way to describe it, just too much, man. Just too much.
It's got to be overwhelming.
And you got to figure these guys are going to cross paths at some point again in their collegiate careers. We can only hope anyways.
Part of me thinks Brayton will be 57 and Sasso will be 49, but it's yet to tell. And we got how many more years of this in freestyle?
Amen. Amen.
They could be doing this on the senior level for the.
Yep. And just like that, it's a 3-point lead turns into a 7-point lead with 1:15 seconds left in the period. Sasso glances up at the clock.
Brayton loves to pull that head down. Get your head underneath his chest, underneath his arm, and his armpit underneath his elbow. Pull on it, and go to work. Attack a leg, attack a hip, attack the ankle.
And Sasso's just get beaten the ties, too.
Yeah.
Every time he reaches, Brayton adjusts inside. Every time he level changes, Brayton's head's in the way. And even if you're not an upper body guy, even if you're not a big dominant tie Russian or underhook guy, you gotta vary your ties just to get a different look, just to give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Not that Sasso's not trying, but man, that's a frustrating thing when you're out there and you feel like nothing's working for you.
Back on that head, right? And back on that head, Lee's so tough in here. Sasso comes free, but he's down by 7 with 10 seconds to go. I just don't see how he's gonna get it done. Brayton Lee peeks up at the clock, knows he's got this thing in the bag. And that will do it. Brayton Lee, 2-0 over Sammy Sasso. Final 8-1 in match number 2.
Holy